be that stupid person in the exam and you don't draw the bond between the OH. Guys, we need this bond between the OH and has a double bond with an oxygen. The ester has a double bond oxygen with a carbon, okay? And of course, the main component of the ester is that the two carbon groups are single bonded to an oxygen, okay? That's very important. That's what makes the ester. What makes the ester is that there's an oxygen bonded with two of the carbons, okay?
Very easy, straight A-star marks, okay?
Okay, so guys, I want you guys to name all of these compounds. And by the way, when you're naming a carboxylic acid, it has to end in oic acid. For example, if it's like
oic acid, okay?
So guys, these are the answers. If you got them all right, well done. You can move into the next bit of the video. If not, I'm gonna go through all of them. So obviously, the carboxylic acid group always has first priority. So therefore, that's gonna be carbon number 1. And then we have to count the longest carbon chain. So that's how you name compounds, right? And if you did nomenclature in year 1. So the longest carbon chain is 1, 2, 3 carbons, okay? That means it's propan.
Propan for 3, okay?
And then obviously we have the oic acid, because that's how you name the carboxylic acid. Okay, number 2 is 3, 3, dash trichloropropanoic acid. Now, if you did not get this, I'm going to show you how you're going to get it. So obviously the priority group is the carboxylic acid group. So that's 1, right? Then we name the longest carbon chain, 1, 2, 3, just like the last one, okay? But this time we have 1 chlorine on this carbon, 1 chlorine in this carbon, and 1 chlorine in this carbon. And what do these chlorines have in common? They're all on the number carbon
3.
So therefore, there's 3 chlorines. So 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3, 3. Dash, because you can't have numbers and letters together. Dash trichloropropanoic acid. Okay, number 3 was but-2-enoic acid. So obviously this was kind of a bit tricky, but it'll be more easier if you drew it displayed. So if they give you a structural formula like this and they ask you to name it, I believe it's better during the exam that you just draw it out as displayed formula. The carboxylic acid is always number 1, okay? Number 1 carboxylic acid.
Go to group number 1. Okay.
So we count the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys. And where is our double bond for the alkene? Where is it? It starts on carbon number
2.
Okay? Carbon number 2. So that's why. So it's also butene, but we need to say what number the double bond is on, because if we don't, then we don't know, okay? Okay, and number 4 was ethane dioic acid. So yet again, if you're confused with the structural formula, just draw the displayed formula, okay? It doesn't matter as long as you get the marks, right? So there'll be 2 carbons because it's saying that there's 2. So as you can see, there's 2 carboxylic acid groups on both sides of the carbon, okay? And then there's 2 carbons, meaning that's ethane. This is going to be ethane dioic acid. And the reason why there's an E is because when has more than the same group, like ioic acid, so there's ioic acid, we put an E, okay? Put an E. Number 5 is butene dioic acid. So this is basically like level up A-star game question, okay, guys? So this is butene dioic acid. Let's count the chain. So it doesn't really matter where we start because they're both the same on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the butene. It has the double bond here. We don't need to put a number because this double bond can't really go anywhere else, because it can't really go here, it can't really go there. So yeah, it can't go anywhere else, right? So because then they'll need a hydrogen, because then if it's an alkene, then it will need a hydrogen there, and we can't have that. Can't have a hydrogen here, we can't have that. So it can't go anywhere else. That's why we put no number. And obviously it's dioic acid, so because there's 2 of them. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you guys how to name esters and break it down. So first, we have our ester. We can see that there's an oxygen bonded with the 2 carbons below. So after we spot the oxygen here, we're going to see the 2 carbons bonded with the oxygen, so we name them as 1 because they're the first carbons bonded with the oxygen. Then we identify the groups. So here, this bit is the alkyl group, okay? The alkyl group is the group with no C double bond O. Then we spot the O8 group. It's this group. It has the C double bond O. Okay. So now we identified both groups. We need to name these groups. So of course, so we're going to look at the alkyl group here first. So there's 1 carbon here.
1, 2.
Okay, there's 2 carbons. So then this means it'll be ethyl.
Ethyl, because alkyl, ethyl.
And there's 2 carbons. Then let's name the O8 group. 1, 2 carbons again. So ethan.
No weight.
It's ethanoate. There's 2 carbons, O8. So then the actual name for this carbon, so as you can see, I put that number 1 alkyl group goes first. Number 2 is the O8 group. So it would be ethyl ethanoate. That's the name of this compound. That's how you name an ester. Okay, so guys, I want you to do these 2 questions because I believe if you can name both of these,
you can name any ester.
So guys, these are the answers. If you got them all correct, well done. You already completed part of the specification. That's
if you did not get these, I'm going to go through them right now.
We need to identify the alkyl group. So obviously this is the alkyl group, right? There's no C double bond O. And we count the carbon chain. So 1, 2. That'll be ethyl, right? Then you have the O8 group, which is over here, this whole O8 group, which has a C double bond O. So then we count the number of carbons, 1, 2, 3. That is propanate. So therefore it is ethyl propanate. Then finally for this one, it was propyl 2-methyl propanate. So you have to be really good at your naming. Okay, so first we identified the alkyl group, which is over here, no C double bond O, and here we can cut the carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. That is propyl, yeah. Then we identified the O8 group, which is over here, the C double bond O, and then we count the carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. And then we can also, so that will be propanate, but we can also see that there's a methyl group on carbon number 2. So therefore, it'll be propyl 2-methyl propanate. I hope you guys found this helpful. I am Miss Chemistry, and I'm gonna post more tomorrow. So goodbye, everyone. Good luck in your exam.
And we rescued Boots with help from Backpack and you. Yay! We did it! You did it! We did it! Yeah! Lo hicimos! We did it! Yeah! Woo!